once again.
So we're going to be looking at a Peugeot that's got clunking noises as you're driving, especially if you're going down any sort of bumpy track or road. It doesn't really happen so much if you're on a straight, smooth road, but you'll hear like a little dunk, 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 clunk, 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 clunk as you're driving. And we're going to show you 9 times out of 10 what that is. We haven't seen this, we haven't started it yet, but we're kind of confident we already know what it is. Every time you see any sort of car that's got clunking noises from the front, it's always usually one thing, but it can be other things. It can be the top mount on the suspension, ball joints, rear bushes on the lower arms, all that sort of thing. But we'll got some parts here ready to fit on this, and hopefully we've got the right parts before we start. So we'll have a look at it and show you what we think. So when you're driving and the car's rocking sort of left to right, you can hear all sorts of clinking, clunking. Coming from the suspension area. What we're going to do is take the wheel off. Once the wheel is off, you'll have something that looks like this. Right here you've got the anti-roll bar drop link, which connects down there, and you've got a rear bush and another bush over here. If you get a little pry bar and just push it behind the metal there and move it about, you should be able to see by moving this if you've got play in the bushes, which there isn't. And you can do the same on these, but usually if these are okay, sometimes they just haven't been tightened enough on your bolts here, or they come loose and you get a little bit of movement and it makes that clicking sound. Another thing you can do is get someone to shake the car from the door while you're holding that, and you should be able to feel sort of a little clink clunk in your hand. Then you know it's the drop link. So I'm pretty sure it is these on here, so we're going to change them over. And in this case, to open it, it's a size 5 hexagon and a 17mm spanner. Just going to fit the spanner on like that, and then get the socket here in the middle, just like that. And we're going to turn the ratchet, make sure not to turn the T5 socket there, or the size 5 Allen socket. I'm going to turn the bolt just by holding that like that. Until it's all the way out. Now we can fit the new one in reverse order, and if you get to the top one you find it's a little bit out of line, what you can do is basically use your jack to adjust the height. So we're going to come down a little bit, and there you go. And put the bolts on. Here's the old drop link here. You can see it's got a little bit of play in it, and it's split. Once the rubber goes, it's pretty much useless. Here we've got the brand new one. That's what that looks like. Just make sure that you tighten these up really hard so that there's no movement. All that relies on is compression from the tightness of the bolt, really, to stop it from giving any play. And you take it for a test drive, and hopefully all should be well. In this case, it's definitely gonna be, but that's what you're going to be looking for. See you in the next video.